Thank you. That was stressful. You're curious. Your thoughts have changed a lot since your last test. I wonder if you have changed. So, I accidentally deep dived into it. Um, am I gonna go? Oh, all right. Let me respond to your first one about the test. So I accidentally deep dived into the MBTI test when I was trying to learn about myself. So two things. Apparently, the 16 personalities test actually isn't a good test. Some of the questions are weighted towards some to different directions. So, like for example, when someone asks, "Hey," when someone asks like, "Hey, how would you act in a party?" Problem is that every individual has a different idea of what a party is in their head, so it doesn't really work. Also, the theory says is that who you are is who you are from birth, so you can't really change types. That's why Jordan Peterson did his own test. He felt like MBTI was flawed. I think MBTI is flawed, but I also think that it's more accurate than um, it's more accurate than like astrology or graphology. Um, and if there's one thing I like about MBTI, so when you're trying to create a personality test, um, MBTI tries to be like, okay, this is how your brain thinks, and that's why you have behaviors. His test, the Big Five, is okay, we have a lot of terms that people describe. We're going to coalesce all these terms into five different personality traits, and that's how we can describe behaviors. So MBTI tries to go from inside the individual to outer, and Big Five tries to go from outer to inner. So I think I think Big Five is more accurate, but it still is missing parts that MBTI tries to cover. But the problem is that MBTI you can't really answer those parts because how can you define what's going on inside someone's head? So there's always going to be variance. Yeah. The problem is that it's like IQ. We can do our best to quantify our personalities, but it will never be perfect. Yeah, yeah. However, I'm making headway into my color psychology thing, my color theory. So it's getting more weight